You don't have to burn bridges. You don't need a dramatic exit or a long confrontation. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is to quietly remove yourself. If someone in your life constantly drains your energy, dismisses your feelings, or makes you question your worth, you don't owe them a front row seat anymore. This is your permission slip to start protecting your peace. Today, let's talk about how to quietly cut off negative people without guilt, without drama, and without losing your dignity. Cutting someone off, even silently, is hard because most of us were raised to keep the peace. Be polite. Don't rock the boat. Don't be rude. But here's the truth. Protecting your peace isn't rude. It's responsible. It doesn't matter if they're family, a longtime friend, or someone who's always been there. If the relationship is leaving you anxious, exhausted, or constantly doubting yourself, that's not loyalty. That's self-neglect. And when you stop tolerating toxic energy, you start creating space for better relationships. But how do you do that without turning your life into a soap opera? You don't need to announce anything. The first step is simply space. Stop reaching out. Stop replying instantly. Let the energy fade. We often fear that pulling back will feel cold. But what you're actually doing is rebalancing. When someone is used to having constant access to your time, your kindness, your energy, any shift will feel like a loss. But it's not their loss to manage. It's your boundary to hold. You can still be kind. You can still be calm. But you're no longer available for negativity. And you don't have to explain that to earn permission. People who drain you thrive on access. They show up in your inbox, your DMs, your group chats, your space. So start limiting that access. Mute them. Unfollow quietly. Leave that chat. Create an emotional door that closes gently, firmly. And here's the key. You don't owe anyone a reason. Silence is a response. Pulling away doesn't mean you hate them. It just means you're choosing yourself. Over time, the more you reduce the space where they can enter, the more peace you'll feel. No fireworks. No blow-ups. Just less chaos. Sometimes, cutting someone off isn't about ghosting them. It's about changing how you engage. Negative people thrive on certain things. Gossip, drama, one-sided conversations, manipulation. So when they try to bait you into that energy, don't bite. Change the topic. Respond with short, neutral replies. Don't explain. Don't debate. Just disengage softly. They'll eventually feel the shift. The power dynamic will change. And slowly, they'll either change how they treat you or drift away. You're going to feel guilty. That's normal. Especially if you're someone who always tries to be the bigger person. But ask yourself, who's been the bigger person all this time? Who's been carrying the weight, doing the emotional labor, showing up, holding it together? You've done enough. Now it's time to choose you, even if it feels uncomfortable. You don't need a villain to justify walking away. You just need a reason. And peace is a good enough reason. Here's what happens when you let go of negative energy. You get space back. Mental space. Emotional space. And that's when healing begins. Fill that space with things that lift you, not drain you. People who listen. Content that inspires. Places that recharge you. Because cutting someone off isn't about revenge. It's about relief. It's about showing your nervous system, you're safe now. And the more peace you build, the less you'll tolerate anything less than that. You don't have to make a scene. You don't have to prove your pain. You just have to make a choice. I will no longer be available for energy that hurts me. You can walk away quietly and still feel powerful. You don't have to explain your growth to people who benefited from your silence. Let them wonder. Let them go. You've got peace to protect. If this video gave you a sense of relief or helped you feel seen, give it a like. Drop a comment. What's one boundary you've quietly set that changed your life? And don't forget to subscribe for more calm, honest, no-drama advice for real life. You're allowed to grow away from anything that no longer fits. Quietly, peacefully, powerfully.